How's it going, y'all? This is McFrostyBoy, and in this video we're going to walk you through one of my favorite strategies for landing and rotating on World's Edge that can help you earn RP more consistently in Apex Legends. This video is a follow-up to my last video, which is specifically about the fundamentals of dropping, which apply to all maps, so make sure to watch that one if you want a refresher. I also want to mention that this is going to be the last video of 2020, and I want to say thank you to the Frosty Friends community. As always, if you'd like to support me, please upvote the post on Reddit. It is my largest source of new viewers, and every single upvote has a huge impact on the video's performance. Further instructions for how you can support the Frosty Friends community can be found below. Okay, let's get right into it. We're going to start right at the top with the general drop strategy. The goal of this particular landing strategy is to stretch over countdown and landing countdown if your squad is the only squad landing there. If the landing will be busy, you can look for less contested landings in Skyhook, Lava Fissure, or the Tunnel. Countdown itself has some really great loot. There are guaranteed purple and blue shields in the center area, a lot of loot nodes, and a chance for a crafter and beacon to spawn. If you land uncontested in Countdown and are efficient with your time, your squad will leave the area with a significant loot advantage relative to other squads that you can try to exploit by fighting early in nearby areas like Skyhook or Fissure. This is the scenario our team faces when we land solo at Countdown, before rotating aggressively into squads at Trainyard. Because of these reasons, Countdown is a particularly popular landing location, so you avoid the inconsistency of a hot drop by already having a few alternative landing locations in mind. The benefit of landing near a hot drop is that you get a great chance to third-party the squads that wind up fighting over Countdown. Both Skyhook and Fissure have great access to Countdown, and overall, this northwest corner of the map has enough space and loot to accommodate many squads. Fissure squads can rotate into Countdown from either the north or south sides, taking high ground to the west of Countdown before figuring out the best way to approach ongoing fighting. Skyhook squads can play the ramp as a head glitch in the northeast of Countdown if they manage to make it to the top before the enemy, or they can play through here and approach from the east before pushing the northeastern corner of Countdown depending on the situation. More likely, however, Skyhook squads will need to deal with fighting other squads that are already present in Skyhook first. Leaving squads behind in Skyhook to third-party Countdown, even if they're fighting each other, puts you at risk of getting sandwiched later. Finally, squads that land in the Tunnel are most likely setting up to fight early in Skyhook, hopefully as a third party. The Tunnel has a high density of loot, and you have the option to walk into Skyhook or Jump Tower to secure a superior position before finding an advantageous fight in Skyhook. You'll notice that I haven't mentioned trials yet. Do not do the trials in ranked. It is loud and very obvious, and it telegraphs to everyone who lands in Fissure, Skyhook, and Countdown that your squad is distracted and will likely be distracted for the next few minutes. If you see a squad land in trials, listen for them to start shooting. If they do, immediately begin to rotate towards them as long as you have a gun and armor. Your opening to punish this error is short, but as long as you're fast, you should reach the doors as they're finishing the second wave. I typically wait for the enemy to start shooting at the third wave before opening the first set of doors. You'll find the enemy weakened and distracted as they deal with the prowlers, and cleaning up is usually pretty trivial. The one thing to be cautious of is that better squads will actually use the trials as bait, doing only 1 or 2 waves before positioning on the high ground. I don't personally recommend this play as there isn't a whole lot of loot in the area, and you're banking on the enemy squad getting too greedy when attempting to push you for doing the trials. The last thing I want to mention is that I prefer to use the strategy for these kinds of drop paths, and I probably won't use this strategy if the drop path goes over the northeastern section of the map like this. When the path is too close to these landing locations, you don't have as much time to watch where other squads are landing and adjust your landing location accordingly. So, to recap, the basic strategy at this point is to land at Countdown if possible, otherwise going into Fissure, Skyhook, or the tunnels to ensure your squad lands safely and has time to loot quickly before looking for early fights and third-party opportunities. Okay, we're on the ground and we've successfully cleared out the fighting on the northeastern corner of the map. Now where do we go? Of course, the direction of the circle will definitely be important, but a few options tend to be more viable for your first rotation. In most cases, you can rotate to the top of the hill by Fragment and Epicenter. You get great lines of sight in almost every direction and easy access to the northwest building of Fragment, a great starting point before working deeper into the area. Our squad winds up making our first rotation to Trainyard, looking to third-party 2 squads that are fighting. Generally, I'm not too fond of playing Trainyard because the elevated train cars make it really easy for squads to get stuck while fighting one another. The high ground is so advantageous that squads in the train cars have to be really selective about when and how they commit to low ground squads. Conversely, low ground squads have a really hard time pushing the train cars, meaning that neither squad is likely to walk away with a decisive win and will wind up exchanging damage slowly while looking for an opportunity. This will increase the chances of a third party.
Yep, they're fighting on the track.
This is us. This is our name all over it. Just don't drop down. This one's been hit for like 50 something on flesh.
Bang is right here. Yeah, he's depressed.
Flash right there, flash.
Yep, I'm batting.
Nice. Good
Yeah,
shots.
squad behind us.
Nice.
They're still down here. They're trying to escape. Who's that on the
Flash.
zipline? The scouts got blue, hit 28. They're
That's
running
mile,
28 again
mile.
on the flush of the bang. I think we follow.
Yeah, we can follow, we can follow.
Oh,
Down
one
here?
drop behind you. Frosty behind you.
Yeah, we got. I need their armor.
God.
Thank you.
Oh my god. That dude just
I'm taking
dropped
the
out of
scout.
nowhere.
There's a gold barrel here.
Fine.
Should
Yeah,
probably
I'm
give
gonna
to Sapajou.
So Horizon and one more. I don't think we chase. We don't chase this. We don't chase this. Back up.
No,
Okay.
back up. I'm gonna go for this care package.
I feel like there's like more. You can also play out of the survey tunnel into the survey camp area, but I generally don't prefer to make this rotation as I found most squads don't stay in this part of the map, so your chances of finding additional third-party opportunities is rather low. Finally, you can rotate to where Mirage's ship used to be. It gives you some decent high ground over the staging area and avoids the train yard rotation, but again, it takes you away from the places where fights tend to break out, reducing your chances to third party. So, summary for your first major rotation out of this corner of the map is that preferably you rotate to the fragment epicenter hill or, situationally, train yard if you're looking for more chances to third party. If for some reason your squad wants to play it safe, you can rotate to survey camp or where Roz's ship used to be. At this point, the next steps become pretty murky since later rotations depend a lot on the particulars of the end circle and squad positions. As you're planning your next rotation, make sure to pay attention to beacons and crafters. If your squad has a legend from the scouting class, you should make it a priority to try and hit a scan almost every circle if possible. The additional information makes it easy to read the ring ending, which can often decide who gets the best position in the endgame. Crafters are a great way to top off, and if your squad is able to access a crafter with nearby materials, you should be able to fix any ammo problems and also build enough shield batteries to be well supplied for the remainder of the game. Our squad rotates out onto the fragment epicenter hill partially to use the nearby crafter and to scout out potential gatekeeping situations before getting involved in a complicated series of mid-game fights as multiple squads attempt to rotate for endgame positions. Additional factors you should keep track of are nearby power positions and also nearby enemy positions. You'll notice as our squad moves around the map, we make sure to try to occupy power positions where we have superior high ground or cover relative to the other squads. Finally, you need to decide if you want to be last into the circle or first, depending on your squad composition. Our squad doesn't have a Watson, Caustic, or, thankfully, a Rampart, so setting up early in the circle isn't going to be as effective for our squad. Instead, we opt to roam for third party fights and wind up attacking the squad that just respawned a teammate in survey camp. Someone who needs it?
Yep. To our west.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to hold.
We also have another team in frag.
Okay.
Try and
72.
hold this loot.
Yeah.
Hold this little ridge.
They're fighting there. There's also the care package back there for
Loot
someone to hit.
Loot up.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
Frag squad is over here.
Right here.
Yeah. Oh my god, that head glitch is like so good.
Yeah.
I'm transitioning over to the left. I'm hitting this care package while we got the chance. It's Kraber.
We should try to hold these guys down this hill. We need to try to hold these guys down the hill.
Okay.
I agree.
I think we can like get up on top of them.
purple.
Here. Yeah.
Like I think we can get above them, right?
I think you're right, yeah. Oh, gold bag. How did we not see that?
I got one. Oh, they're to our left.
Yeah, they're trying to get up on. They're trying to get up here to challenge us on the height, but we're here first.
They just gotta come. Res behind us. This is free. This is free.
Okay.
One right here. It's a Horizon.
I'm gonna head glitch here.
Yep, I see her. Here, Frosty,
Yeah, I've
you're
got
gonna
like
get
directly
thing.
beneath me. Directly beneath me.
Horizon is cracked.
Here we go.
Yeah, I've got one literally in the building beneath me.
Okay. Let's go. Let's get
Yeah.
this. Let's get this. She's by herself. We just aped this.
Yep. Nice. Getting closer. Batting.
She's cracked. You can push, Illy. You can push.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'm pushing.
I'm right here.
Caught her.
Easy.
Alright, that's easy.
Basically, as you approach late game, the flowchart breaks down, and a lot of your rotation decisions will be based on judgment calls that factor in things like beacon locations, available crafters, nearby power positions, known enemy positioning, and desired timing based on your squad composition. Finally, we've reached endgame. At this point, the optimal strategy is 100% going to depend on the particulars of the game. Prior knowledge of circle endings and relevant power positions are going to be critical here. Circles ending in the northeast corner like this one are going to make the notable power positions these rocks near the survey camp, the top of the epicenter hill, or the top of refinery, depending on exactly where the ring pulls. In our case, after clearing out survey camp, we jockey for control on top of the epicenter hill first, since the other squads will have to rotate through us in order to reach the end circle.
It's like right here, 93 purple, over this rock.
Okay.
I'm not hitting anybody with my ult. There's one right there behind that rock.
Yep. Oh, I'm going back. I'm falling back.
Watch the call. Back up, Frosty. Q back right now.
Thank you.
We just back up. There's still two other teams.
Cross gets cracked.
Doing a cell. There's a head glitch here.
Yeah, back up. Yeah, they're pushing.
Doing another cell.
Oh, behind.
We start to get sandwiched by the last two squads, so we immediately slide downhill and enter the main refinery building. Also, just a quick mechanical thing to point out. You can notice how Papega and I both use our time efficiently to run a cell as we slide down the hill.
We don't want to be the meat to the sandwich.
I think we like go left here, slipping behind them. Although, I think circle pulls towards us. The circle winds up pulling in our direction, and nobody else is comparable positioning. The next best position is by the crane. It should be pretty obvious that all we need to do is hold our position on high ground and force the other two squads to fight on our terms.
Okay,
Like we
this
just
was the
chill
play.
here, and
This is a nice little head glitch right here, Frosty, or whoever has the
he's got the Kraber.
Kraber.
He does.
Right here. Right there.
Just discourage them from poking at us. Also, random piece of map knowledge that I discovered right here is that the solar panels have a tiny hole you can shoot through, which is kind of nuts.
Fuck.
Like these
Yeah,
solar
he's sliding
panels,
down.
there's literally a hole
Right
inside
on
of
his main
them.
body here. How did I miss that?
Dude, just be
Wait, underneath us?
Underneath? Oh, yep, I see her. I see her.
Caustic's
She's
almost
coming up.
broken. I'm here with you. Here we go.
Oh, I got her.
Nice. Careful.
Nice.
Careful.
Where?
Right over
On the
here.
stairwell.
The caustic's broken. I'm batting. Just trying to discourage them from poking at
Oh,
us.
there's
Caustic
another
is
squad.
flesh.
Another
Caustic
squad
is
down there.
flesh. Come back up. You gotta come back up.
Blow this one up.
Caustic's down.
Lobos one, Illy.
Got her. Nice.
Nice.
Alright, I'm healing.
Those
There's
are
purple
different
here if you need
squads.
it.
Yeah, they're sliding down the hill
Caustic
right
was
here.
really low.
No, he's down. He was on the. He was on that squad.
50 purple. 50 purple.
Oh my god. I think this is the
Where,
last. I think this is like literally the last enemy. We play the circle for the first squad and kill a rat to secure the win. The particulars of endgame cause generalized strategies to become less relevant, and improvisation, strong fundamentals, and clean execution are going to have greater impact in these situations. Alright, that wraps up this video. The ability to formulate a coherent, long-term game plan is a key skill that higher level players use to increase consistency in Apex Legends. The strategy I've described in the video is one that helps me play to my strengths as a player, as well as the map knowledge I've developed over time. That being said, there's always a million and one ways to win in Apex Legends, so make sure to help out your fellow Frosty friends by sharing using the comments below. I want to help you all improve at Apex Legends, and I need your help to get this content to the rest of the community. So like, comment, subscribe, hop in the stream, join our Discord, and spread a little bit of holiday cheer. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.
Oh,
Life one's down again?
The other one's right by the beer
The
back.
one was cracked. Oh, white.
Yeah.
Popping a bat.
Come on, Frosty.